What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is DX2929 coming at you with another quick thrift pickups, flea market, Craigslist, all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure most of the stuff this week is all flea market and thrift store, which is nice. I mean, it's hard to find stuff like that right now because of the weather's kind of crappy, and it's just getting into that time of season. I actually just wanted to start this video off by saying a lot of people notice that in the videos I'm always wearing a white t-shirt and the black pants with the blue stripe. It's because right after these videos I pretty much go to work and I do security work, and that's my uniform. Obviously not the t-shirt that goes under my uniform, but that's why I always look like I'm wearing the same thing. I'm going to start this video off with a couple stuffed animals got for my girlfriend. I got her a pound puppy, and I got her an old Odie from the 80s, so I thought that was kind of cool. I like Odie, I like Garfield. I used to actually have a pound puppy when I was younger, but you know, these were like 50 cents. I got this for free at a flea market that I went to, and I don't want it. So if there's somebody out here that wants that and is willing to pay like the $2 shipping to get it, it's EverQuest 2. It's complete. I took it because it was free, but I don't actually want it. So if anybody wants it, just let me know. Alright, so this week we'll start out with a system that I picked up. I've wanted this for a little while. I had one, and it was one of my favorite systems. I got a PlayStation. It's in really good shape. It came with all the wires. It came with Crash Bandicoot 2. Let me see if I remember correctly what the games were that it came with. Doo-doo-doo. Sorry, I'm a little disheveled today. Yeah, it came with Crash Bandicoot 2, Gran Turismo, and Gran Turismo 2. So I was pretty happy with that. It was only $5. It also came with a blue controller, DualShock controller, and a normal, regular one. For $5, I mean, that's a great deal, and it works perfectly. So I was very happy with that. I got off of eBay a Super Mario World for Game Boy Advance. This was like $10, but this is a game I really wanted when I picked up the Advances. Not the only game I want. I want all the classic NES games for it too, so it'll be a little bit to get those. I'm going to try to get them at yard sales, but if I can't, I'll probably end up getting them all on eBay. Let's see. My girlfriend's little brother actually has a GameCube, and he gave me a silver controller and Mario Kart Double Dash for free, so that was nice of him. Thanks a lot, bud. Also on the GameCube at the thrift store, it was at a Goodwill. I picked up Crash Nitro Kart and Spyro. They were $4 a piece. They're complete. They're not really worth a lot, but hey man, $4 isn't a bad deal, so I picked them up. It's hard to find GameCube games out in the wild that aren't sports. I picked up Total Recall, the new one, the new release on Blu-ray. I know it's not video game related or anything, but I thought this movie looked pretty awesome, and I like the original Total Recall a lot, so I picked it up. I was at the thrift store that's probably like 10 minutes from my house the other day. I was going through it, and all they had in their game section was a whole bunch of sports titles, PS1, PS2, a bunch of crap. This is actually a used case that I had. Inside was sitting a Mario Party 7 in like a little plastic flimsy case, and they only wanted $1 for it, so I picked that up. It's a little scratched, but it plays fine. I tried it out. This was the Cars DVD, GameCube game that wasn't Cars, so I used that for the game, so it doesn't get scratched up anymore. Now the highlight of this is the last thing, the highlight of my pickup was, there's a thrift store that's literally right down the street from me, and when I say down the street, I mean I could probably walk there within 2 minutes and be there. But it's a little junky, crappy thrift store, to be honest with you, and they never have anything. But you always check. You gotta check. You never know what you're gonna find. So that's normally the last place that I check. And I saw he had a Sega Genesis with games and stuff, and he had like a $20 price tag. It was a Sega Genesis, like 4 games, like 4 controllers, a whole bunch of stuff, and I didn't want that. I already have a Genesis, and I didn't really need it. But to the right, I saw a shoebox, and it was filled with Nintendo games. Now, these Nintendo games aren't extremely rare by any means, but he only wanted $10 for them, and there were 7 of them. And also, I didn't take it out, but it was an NES Zapper, a gray one. So I have an extra Zapper now too. It was in really good shape. But so $10 for that whole box with the Zapper, and these games. It came with Hoops, Nintendo World Cup, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which is my second copy of that, Metal Gear, Dragon Warrior, Racket Attack, Jeopardy, and a black box game, Urban Champion, which is one I've actually been looking for, and I haven't been able to find it. He said he got these in a storage bin, because he buys storage auctions. I told him, I left him my number, because I left it with him before, and he never called me, but I said, man, next time, call me, so I could just come right in, I'll pick them up. And he said, okay. And the last game, which isn't really rare, it's an uncommon game, but it's to me, it's one I've never seen in the wild. Pat the NES Punk did a review on it, and I've wanted it since, so it's kind of cool that I was able to find it. And that was a top secret episode, Golgo 13. It's in really great shape. All the games are in really good shape. But yeah, this game's awesome. If you haven't played it, you should. It's one of the most violent games I've ever seen. You actually, to power up, you have sex. So that's kind of cool. I mean, Nintendo, I mean, think about that. You power up to have sex. It's like Grand Theft Auto before Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, it's a really good game. So yeah, I got all them for $10. So you never know what you're going to find. Making its way rounds through the retro gaming community right now is apparently a Goodwill find. I don't know what state it was in, but apparently somebody bought a Stadium Events, basically new in box for $7.99. You know, he's going to get like 30, 40 grand for that game probably. So you never know what you're going to find. You got to go out there and you got to look. I'm hoping that doesn't raise the prices for regular games, because people at Goodwill see it and freak out and think that that's what all games are worth. So this week there's a yard sale on Saturday that the guy's doing nothing but vintage games. That's what the ad says, no early bird, so I'm hoping I can get there at the normal time and get some stuff. He said he had Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, PlayStation. He might have said GameCube, I'm not sure. Game Gear, Game Boy, all that stuff. So I'm hoping to get some really good deals. We'll see. Till then, thanks for watching, guys. Peace!